Hello everyone, Andrew here. I am an architecture student in Rome, and I decided to record this video because I have a problem and a modeling problem here. But first of all, I wanted to thank all the developers for developing all these beautiful plugins for us lazy architects and designers. And also I wanted to thank the bloggers for helping us with the everyday use of the software. Okay, so this is my problem. This is my final project for my 3 years architecture degree, and so this is basically an exposition in the National Art and Architecture Museum here in Rome, Italy. And so this is my project here, and it's almost done actually. I have a little shortcut here, my parallel view, and so this is it basically. But let's just get into my problem. Okay, so my problem is that I cannot model correctly, I mean in the right way, this structure basically. I don't know how you want to call these volumes here, see with the colors, and because they are non-90 degrees corners, angles, they don't have 90 degrees angles, and also there are narrowing, you see, they're narrowed. And because of that, this is just giving me a little problem. So this is just a simple structure. It's a cylindrical, you see, shape, following a path. Okay, like a cage, if you want to see it that way. And then I decided to put this plate, metal plate, and a projector down here, projecting images onto the floor. Okay. I hope this is not too laggy for you guys. I can see it pretty clearly. Okay, so the problem is that I first designed the volumes here, see? And this is pretty much the final result. But the problem is that it's not fitting exactly the way I want it to fit. In fact, as you can see here, these are two tubes, and I don't want it that way. I mean, it's not of a big problem, but I just cannot get it done. In fact, if you see here, it's just not touching the edge at all. So think of it as a piece of elastic cloth running around the whole structure here, and it's hanging on the ceiling, but it's not here right now because I have to model it. So I just don't like it the way it comes out, and I'm going to show you my workflow to get this done, and I'm going to show you exactly what my problem is. Okay, so I'm going to try with this one. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the group. I'm going to select the whole geometry, and I'm going to select only the edges and copy them, click outside, paste in place. Okay, hide the group, and what I've got is the simple edges. Again, I'm going to retrace the rest of the structure that I need very quick. Again, I hope it's not too laggy for you guys, if you can see it pretty clearly. Turn this guy around. Okay. Okay. After that I've got this, I'm gonna select again the whole geometry. I'm gonna select only the faces and delete them. This is the actual cage that I need the cylinders to follow. And okay, so since all the edges here are overlapping and intersecting several times, as you can see here, okay, in this area, in pretty much every area, I cannot just use the Windowizer plugin that I have here, see, and I cannot use the profile builder to get the entire smooth geometry, but I'm gonna use it. Actually, I don't know any other way to get this done, so I'm gonna use the one that I know. I'm gonna triple click to select all the geometry and use the profile builder. Okay, I'm gonna set this to 20 millimeters. I have it here, and I'm gonna build it along the path. I'm gonna click yes. I have this done. It's working. Okay. And what I've got here is just all bunch of these groups. Okay, here. But this is not the problem actually. The problem is when I get back to I have a shortcut for this one as well. Hide. When I restore the rest of the geometry hidden, as you can see here, this is not what I want. I want this structure to be inside the actual piece of volume. I don't know how you guys want to call it, hat or a piece of cloth, I don't know. Okay, so this is not what I want. So what I decided to try at least was to again select the geometry again, select this one and turn it into a group, unhide the rest of the geometry, and I'm gonna try to scale it, right? But to scale it, you need to have a 90 degrees squared angle, which I don't have, okay? And the problem is to get it as much precise as I can. Actually, I really wanted to barely touch this area here, okay? Which I don't have on this side. See here, this is pretty much coming out. But not exactly here, but this side is coming out, or sometimes not even touching. You see here, this is not touching, and I don't want it this way. I want it to be exactly just touching this geometry, this face, but not overlapping, not going beyond that. Okay, because that would be a problem. I cannot even render the whole model in that way. Okay, so again, what I'm going to try to do is use the scale tool by Fredo, and I'm going to try to scale it this way, but it just doesn't work. I don't know how to get it right. Okay, I don't know how to scale it correctly because it's tilted and it's just not working that way. So I'm going to use with the standard scale tool, and again, as soon as I click on here and I press the Control key to scale it proportionally, as soon as I try to touch the very edge, the very vertex, I cannot do it. I cannot get it done. See here? I cannot, just passing the vertex over. When I click, this is what I get. It's coming outside. See here? Passing through the geometry, and instead here is not touching, just touching too much. In fact, it's just passing the geometry, which I don't want. And this way, and I'm stuck. I mean, it's almost done, it's almost finished, but I'm stuck because I can't get it done. Okay, so I hope you guys can help me with this thing, and just give me any suggestion. Would be awesome. And yeah, this is just basically it. If you have any plugin or any other technique that can help me get this done in the correct way, hope you guys understood what I'm trying to get here. Okay, so thanks a lot for listening, and peace.